This is the Football Super Preview Show on Fox 33, brought to you by Whataburger. I'm Glenn Duncan, and I'm joined today by an all-star panel here. We've got Bo Harris, who played linebacker for LSU. He was drafted by the Cincinnati Bengals, where he played 9 seasons, and he went to the Super Bowl in 1982. Jacob Hester played fullback for LSU. He won a national championship in 2007, and he was drafted by the San Diego Chargers. He most recently played for the Denver Broncos. Josh Booty played quarterback at LSU. He was drafted by the Seattle Seahawks and then played 3 seasons with the Cleveland Browns. He's also a 2-star athlete. He played baseball, where he played third base for the Florida Marlins. We're also glad to have Todd Walker with us today, who played second base. He played for LSU. He was drafted by the Minnesota Twins. While he was in college, he won a College World Series in 1993 and was named the most outstanding player. And while he was in the majors with the Boston Red Sox in 2003, he had 5 playoff home runs. Now, you two guys, Josh and Todd, y'all were drafted in the same year, am I correct?
That's right, 1994. It's been a while. I was drafted 5th. He was drafted
That was
8th.
my line.
But
He made twice as much money, and the story goes on.
the reason I wanted to go to LSU was because of this guy and what he did there. It was remarkable.
Awesome. Well, we're about 23 hours from the big matchup tomorrow. Cannot wait. We've got the number 1 offense in the NFL versus the number 1 defense in the NFL. You just can't ask for much better than that. So here's the question. Can Seattle's number 1 defense shut down Peyton Manning and his number 1 offense? Bo?
That is the number 1 question. You know, defense wins championships.
Yeah.
But Denver
You're a
has.
defensive guy.
That's true. And you look at the stats over the regular season, and Seattle had a great defense. If you look at it just in the playoffs, Denver's kind of evened that out on the stats side. But the best defense Denver has is Peyton Manning. If Peyton Manning does what he did in the championship game over. You can sit on the sidelines and play defense like that, and that's just exactly what they did.
I definitely think those two are going to kind of watch each other out. It's really going to be how long Seattle's offense can keep Denver's offense off the field. Marshawn Lynch and Russell Wilson can both run the football. If they can take some time off the clock, then I think that's really going to be the matchup, because you keep Peyton Manning off the field, and you want to do that as much as you can.
I think if you watch last week's AFC and NFC championship games, Peyton Manning kept the defensive front for the New England Patriots away from sacking Peyton or even hurrying him or rushing him. I think if Seattle and Pete Carroll can devise a plan where they rush Peyton and give him some pressures, then it's going to be a different ballgame. If he can sit back there and pick you apart and stay, in down and distance, good situations and down and distance, I think Denver's going to be very difficult to beat.
What they always talk about in baseball is it's pitching and defense, and that, like Bo said, that wins championships, right? Great pitching beats great offense, and it goes on and on. So now you've got a great offense versus a great defense, and I think I'm excited about this game because that answers that question, right? I mean, if Peyton, like Bo said earlier, if he goes out and throws for 400 like he did last week, then they're going to have a great chance to win, obviously. But to his point, defense, if you don't give up any points as a team, you're most likely going to win, and that applies to baseball as well.
That's right. That's exactly right. Y'all, we've got a lot to talk about today, and it's going to be an exciting show. But what's really exciting is tomorrow with the Super Bowl activities. I mean, you realize 11 o'clock in the morning, Super Bowl pregame activities begin right here on Fox 33. Everybody's going to be watching it. You want to be sure and be there too. We'll be right back in just a minute. The Football Super Preview Show is brought to you by Gippsland Bank and Trust.